I'll say it as a fan and nothing else. The panic regarding Rome Odunze's health can officially end today. Rome Odunze clarified his recent comments by confirming his foot injury is not chronic and he feels amazing heading into this season. This is massive because we need our star receiver at 100% to make a serious playoff run. Two things stand out here: what we now know for sure and how it changes our outlook for the offense. As more details surface, the potential for this Bears unit looks even bigger. Like, subscribe, and comment your city below. Alright, let's go. Chicago Bears wide receiver Rome Odunze recently caused a stir among the fan base when he referred to his recovery from a 2025 foot injury as a new normal. As Chicago Bears fans, we remember how pivotal he was during his 12 games last season, where he doubled his rookie touchdown total to 6 before a foot injury sidelined him for the final 5 weeks. While he returned for both playoff games, he was clearly limited, hauling in just 4 catches for 88 yards on 12 targets. After fans spent the summer worrying about the long-term status of our young playmaker, Odunze addressed the media this Thursday to clarify his comments. He explicitly stated that his foot feels amazing and denied that he is dealing with any chronic condition that would hinder his professional career. He admitted that he simply did not articulate his thoughts well previously, noting that the medical staff has provided excellent care throughout his rehab process. Hearing that he is back to full strength is a massive relief for our team, as we certainly need him at his best to remain playoff contenders in this league. And the more I look at this, the story shifts from his physical health to the mental hurdle of returning to form as our primary target. With training camp intensity ramping up, we have to ask ourselves a difficult question regarding his performance. Can he truly regain his explosiveness immediately? Or will the rust from last year's limited postseason appearances linger longer than he expects as we prepare for the looming threat of the league's most expensive cornerbacks? Rome Odunze has explicitly shut down rumors that his recent foot injury has created a permanent chronic condition that might threaten his longevity in professional football. This clarification comes after he caused a stir by mentioning a new normal, a phrase he now admits was poorly chosen to describe his recovery process following the injury that sidelined him for the final 5 games of the 2025 season. Despite the limited playing time, he managed to record 6 touchdowns on the year, which serves as an impressive doubling of his rookie season output. Let's be real, seeing him struggle through the playoffs with only 4 catches for 88 yards on 12 targets was difficult for us as Chicago Bears fans to watch after witnessing his early promise. Historically, the team has been snake-bitten by soft tissue and structural injuries to high-profile receivers, often resulting in prolonged periods of regression, but the staff clearly feels confident that this instance is behind him. Behind closed doors, Ben Johnson and the front office are likely viewing his full participation as the primary variable for our offensive success in 2026. They need a reliable number 1 target to anchor the passing game if we expect to remain legitimate contenders in the NFC. With the intensity of the league schedule approaching, his ability to move past the rehab phase without lingering concerns is the difference between a stalled unit and an aggressive playoff squad. Having a healthy athlete who genuinely feels amazing about his physical state provides the coaching staff with the stability they need to finalize their tactical approach for the upcoming season opener. So that covers the latest update on Rome Odunze, but now let us dig into the real stakes for our Chicago Bears. This matters right now because our offense requires a reliable anchor to keep defenses honest. And having Odunze back at full strength is the difference between a stalled drive and a scoring march. The part fans are not ready for is how much his health dictates the entire rhythm of the passing game this season. With him confirming his foot feels amazing, the depth chart stabilizes significantly, allowing Ben Johnson to implement his full playbook without shielding a hobbled receiver. This shift is crucial for our upcoming high-stakes matchups against division rivals like the Green Bay Packers and Minnesota Vikings, where every single possession counts. If Odunze remains consistent, we regain the explosive vertical threat that was clearly missing during last year's playoff run when he was limited to only 4 catches for 88 yards across 2 games. His ability to build on those 6 touchdowns from 2025 is the engine that keeps our postseason ambitions alive. This news essentially clears the air regarding our offensive ceiling, providing the stability needed to compete for the division crown. Without the lingering fear of a chronic setback, we can look forward to seeing him step into that primary role with the confidence of a veteran. The outlook for our playoff chances looks much brighter when your key playmakers are ready for the opening kickoff rather than fighting through rehab during the most important months of the winter. This development serves as a massive relief for our team as we prepare to face the rigors of a demanding schedule. Rome Odunze clarifying his comments about his foot injury is the news we desperately needed to hear as Chicago Bears fans this summer. The upside of having a fully healthy playmaker is obvious, as Odunze recorded 6 touchdowns in only 12 games last season, proving he is a reliable primary target even when he is not at full strength. And here's why that's a big deal. If he remains truly pain-free, our offense gains a massive vertical threat that creates space for the entire unit. However, the lingering risk is the nature of foot injuries for wide receivers who rely on quick cuts and explosive bursts to create separation. Even with his assurances, fans have seen enough careers derailed by lower body issues to remain naturally cautious until we see him dominate in real games. Across the league, analysts are debating whether this injury profile will force teams to shift their defensive focus elsewhere. While some speculate that players like Keenan Allen or DJ Moore might eventually see their own market values fluctuate depending on how this situation stabilizes. My honest take here is that the panic surrounding his initial comments was completely overblown by the media, because professional athletes often use imprecise language when discussing the grind of rehab. I believe he is physically ready to be our #1 wideout, but I agree with the skeptics that his durability must be proven over a full 17-game schedule before we can consider this case closed. The intensity of our upcoming schedule means we cannot afford any recurring setbacks, so we should keep a close eye on his snap counts throughout the early preseason games. When we synthesize the latest updates on the salary landscape with the encouraging news regarding Rome Odunze, the trajectory for our Chicago Bears becomes clear. We are positioning ourselves for sustained high-level success by locking in our core talent while ensuring our playmakers remain physically primed for the rigors of the schedule. Odunze, clarifying that his foot issues are behind him, provides the exact stability we need to compete in the NFC as he looks to build upon his 6 touchdowns from last season. And that changes everything regarding our offensive ceiling, because a fully healthy weapon at wide receiver gives our quarterback the security blanket necessary to execute at an elite level. As fans, we should feel optimistic and relieved, knowing our young star is not facing a chronic battle, but rather looking forward to a dominant campaign. This franchise is clearly shifting toward a model of long-term reliability and smart, calculated investments that protect the future of this team. By addressing the health of our roster alongside the looming financial questions at the cornerback position, the front office is showing a commitment to excellence that we have been waiting to see for quite some time. It is a relief to have the uncertainty about our top receiver removed before the season even begins. Looking ahead, do you believe Rome Odunze will surpass the double-digit touchdown mark this upcoming season with his foot back to 100%? If you enjoyed the video, do not forget to like it and subscribe to the channel. Bear down. I'll see you in the next one.